Hey, welcome to the Village Remedies channel. This is another video as part of our functional breathing series, and in this video I just wanted to have a quick little chat on nasal sprays and nasal washes. There's something that might be worth you trying out if you have a lot of trouble with nasal congestion or like recurring infections, that kind of thing. Because our nasal passages, we're actually producing 1 to 1.5 litres of mucus every day. So obviously if there's any issue with the drainage of that things can really build up and cause you issues. So it might be worth trying out either a nasal spray or a nasal wash. So the best thing for you to do is actually just go down to your pharmacy, have a little bit of a chat with them. You can just, the most basic thing would be getting a little nasal spray with like a saline solution, so that's non-medicated, and yeah, you can just take that with you as something super portable and easy, just like a little spray up each nostril to hopefully clear things out. That's if your congestion is relatively mild. You can get medicated sprays. I would reserve that for like if you've actually got like an acute kind of infection going on, but have a chat with your pharmacist about that if that might be useful. I would tend to stick to the saline solution if possible. Now you can also get like a proper full-on nasal wash or nasal irrigation. So traditionally these were like neti pots, which were used in yogic practices to sort of clear the nasal passages, because breathing was like clear breathing was super important for good quality yogic practice. Again, at the pharmacy you can get yourself like a little nasal irrigation kit. I actually got one here that I've been experimenting with over the last like couple of months. All it is you fill up some water to there. You add in, it comes with some little sachets of a saline solution. So you mix that in, just dissolves, and then all you do is squirt it up your nose. I've found that for me, it's best to do this in the shower because it can be quite messy. At first, it's obviously not the most fun kind of experience, but you do kind of get used to it. And personally, I found that I did notice like my nose feeling a lot clearer. I did do a period of time where I was doing it every day to just like flush things out. But since then, I'm just sort of tapered back to just using it as I need, or just like a couple of times per week, just to sort of make sure things are nice and clear and I'm breathing well. All right, so one thing I just wanted to add for the nasal irrigation is I did do a little bit of research on the evidence for this. One thing that came up on a few articles that I was looking at is that there was research done some time ago where it looked like that using nasal irrigation regularly actually caused more infection than when they stopped. They actually had a decrease in infection. And the theory behind that was that like the nasal washes wash away the good stuff as well as the bad stuff and leave the mucous membranes to sort of like dry out a little bit, and so leave them more prone to infection. But having said that, I couldn't actually find the original source of that. I just found that cited. I did find a 2012 systematic review that looked at a whole heap of other different research on the usefulness of nasal irrigation and concluded that it was actually a useful tool for recurrent kind of like sinus infections and things like that. And they did actually mention this this article that I'd come across, and they kind of like debunked it a little bit. It wasn't like consistent with what they found. So what that means for you is it's worth trying out. Have a chat with your pharmacist. Maybe set yourself like a period of time, say like 2 weeks or so, to try the irrigation and see if that helps out. You may be able to like taper back to just as needed. If you can, yeah, probably best not to rely on it 100% of the time, but it can be a very useful thing for some people, so definitely worth trialing. Anyway, if you found this video useful, please give us a like, share and subscribe, and stay tuned for some other useful videos on how to improve your breathing. Thanks.